Good morning. So before we start trading, time to read your trade plan again. So make sure you have it with you, read it. Okay. Okay, let's see where we're at today, what we want to expect. So we're in a 4 hour, looks still bullish. We're very close to previous day high, all-time high, and we do have a 4 hour for value gap just below us, so that would be also a possibility to go to. Okay, let me remove my drawings for a second. So let's see if this market wants to continue a bit lower, because that was a liquidity grab right here from buy side liquidity. We came in a 5 minute for value gap right now here, and I want to see how this market pushes. If this market continues to push down, we probably go to that 4 hour for value gap. We did not take out all that sell side liquidity right here, and it would be normal after a huge push, after a ranging part, if we take out liquidity, that we actually fall back to that premium section to continue the way up. We will see this in a very short moment, what we actually are expecting at this point. Again, if you're new to the channel, The right side is Eunicia's trades, on the left side are my trades. Normally this should be on the screen, but it looks like it's gone again. The stuff keeps moving around. Then I probably deleted it. Okay, here it is. We have small news today, not too much. Morning Emily, morning Anthony. Ja, weer buiten leuk nog.
Die van helemaal daarboven gepakt dan. Ah nee, die was er.
Het land en buiten naar het in, ja. So you can see we have been going ranging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours sideways movement. We came to that 25,000 level even, so I expected us at 24,050 to move a bit down, and we did actually. What did we? So that was Monday's range, so around this area, around that 900 level, I expected us to move a bit down. We actually went sideways and actually moved up another 100 points, so definitely a nice move yesterday.
Zinnetjes gezegd.
Ja,
Wat wil je?
ik wil het tegen mama vragen. Maar ik wil het tegen alleen mama vragen.
Dat gaat niet, Aliana. We zijn bezig alle twee. Je weet dat toch? Het is ochtend. Ofwel sta je vroeger op en vraag je het op tijd, ofwel heb je geduld tot we klaar zijn. Mag ik het niet weten? Dat is niet belangrijk. Ja, Liana, ik heb daar geen. In de ochtend lukt dat niet voor ons, dus graag bezig zijn met jezelf en je ding doen. Ik heb ook mijn ding dat ik moet doen. Wat ik nog niet weet.
Is dat mijn plan?
Hm?
Zegt ze? Ik weet niet of dat mijn plan volgen is.
Wat plan?
Oh, ik weet niet.
Okay.
Begrijp hem niet goed.
Ook niet. Dat goed doen. So that's the 8 o'clock, 8:05, 8:10. So we got a range already. I love to see it go to the outside actually. We came in that 5 minute. If we fall through this candle right here, that looks like we want to go lower. The reason why I want to go lower is actually we took out most of that liquidity already, so if we go up, the only thing that I can see us take out is actually that New York's high, and then maybe a bit to the downside. We have been sideways ranging for a while now, so we took out the liquidity to the upside, so I want to see us actually move to this discounted area. Love to see us get to that level actually. If we move up from here, all-time high of course, first area, I don't want to see get hit. After that, we will see. Wazoo! So 30 seconds. Let's see how we close this.
I'm in it.
So initials and long. So all-time high is first target of course right here. So we definitely will take Asia high. That's one thing that I'm sure of. And now we will see if we get to the all-time high. So I'm watching the chart at this point, so watching how the order goes, how the flow of the market moves, where we are at in the range itself. Not a big movement at this point, so I do want to have that push continuation right here. So that took 10 seconds actually to make that candle, so that's a rather long time. Let's just see what the market brings. So let's start. We have to be a bit cautious today. We have been going ranging for a while now, so we can see this is that ranging part. So if we continue this range, we do want to see that break to one or the other side. So we know where the market wants to hit up to next, of course. Does a boss or shock have more value in a higher time frame? Yes, it does. I believe. Morning, Neo. So this is that structure change right here. We had a nice impulsive move again. So what do I expect for today is actually that we, if this is that impulse or that structure, then we could come back to that 50 range, a nice entry pot, and then continue higher. So something like this would be actually great to see.
Right onto the trades.
So Nusha just took another entry point. So let's see what the market does right now. So pre-op is already in trade, by the way. That was the order range. I'll explain in depth later on how we actually move. I'm watching the charts at the minute, so give me some time. I'm watching actually real time now how it develops. So I actually know what the range is, where we actually added to or where we're going to. So market is still doing its thing. I've let it develop a bit. Not much movement, just slowly going sideways. So let's be patient. about 25 minutes left in this hourly. We will see soon what this market wants to do. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let me take a look at somebody else comes in the chat. Does loss and shock have more value than higher time? Yes, so now I indicate that maybe we go to that daily fair value gap. Let me take a look at the daily. Yeah, we have a daily fair value gap. If we take that previous day high, we definitely have a chance to go to that daily FEG just below us. But just give the market a bit of time. We got about 10 minutes till London's open, so London will definitely take out Asia and then see if we continue to the upside, yes or no. So let's be patient. The all-time high is very nearby, so after an all-time high, we just can keep rallying up another. That's at 25,027. So the possibility is that we go to 25,050, 40, maybe something around that level, and then see if we have an action. But also be aware once we hit that all-time high or the previous day high right here, how we act off of that level. So Orp is going to the good way at this point. So we're back at entry, at our first entry point. So I do want to see that push over here to the highs, continuation. We had a retracement, a very slow one. Took about 20 minutes. Yeah, about 25 minutes, that retracement. So it ain't much volume in this market right now. So in about 9 minutes we got that open, so I do want to see that push way up right now. We got 7 minutes in his hourly, so we'll see in about 7 minutes what this one will do. I do want to see it close above that previous hourly, so 25,015. I want to see it go past that actually. In about 7 minutes from now. So no for value gaps yet for that continuation play, so I'll just be patient. Let's see if we get some. Didn't take out Asia high, so those are the equal highs right here. Market open will definitely take that. Five minutes still open. Let's see what open brings. If we get a nice push up and then get some FEGs outside that we can actually trade off of. we can see that we're actually ranging at this point, so this is not the ideal market to have a continuation, of course. We're still in this sideways momentum right now, so that's not the best option to trade. So if we have a continuation like this, that's even better not to touch it at all.
Add one more.
So Nisha took another entry right here on this adding spot. I haven't gone above any ranges right now, so we're still sideways ranging. We've got 3 more minutes till open. So this is a market condition that you will be tested, how much patience you got actually in the market. So 2 minutes still open. We will definitely take out Asia high at open, that's for sure. And then we will see if we can continue actually to the all-time high, yes or no. So about 50 seconds still open. We don't have any news coming out, so let's see if this market wants to keep pushing up. It'd be nice if we get that straight London's push to open high, to all-time high, and then get maybe a reaction back to the lower parts, but at this point market's still looking bullish, so we can only be patient. Here's market open.
heeft er nog iets gezegd.
Hm? So I see yesterday in my session, do you still trade the new entry model? I still trade like continuation. I'm trading at this point, Anthony. I've been explaining it a few times when we are trading how to trade continuation, so I'll explain it soon again.
Doorgaande geest niet te ben een grote overvloed voor deze trades. Ik ben een sterke magneet voor alles dat tot mijn goddelijk recht behoort. Ze zullen vandaag gedaan worden. Vandaag is een dag van voltooiing. Ik ben dankbaar voor deze perfecte dag. Wonders zullen volgen en wonderen zullen altijd blijven doorgaan.
So that's quite a strong push that open. So the market keeps doing like this, we'd probably take out that, we go straight to that daily gap. So ARP was a fail, not a profitable trade today. So preferred, we actually took out Ultra High before we actually went down, but we did not. We didn't need to take out Asia High. We just started off rallying downwards immediately. So no indication that we actually would go down yet. So. So if we keep this strength on, we will go to that internal liquidity right here, what I was expecting us to touch right here. So we are in this sideways range, and I was expecting to get this hit, but I wanted to see actually all-time high hits and then continue to that low. Looks like we didn't want to take out Asia High at all and just pushed straight off the open to that level for that liquidity. So this is something you can actually not know before the move actually happening. No matter how good you read markets, this is something we cannot predict before it happens. I'll go over it today, Anthony, how to do continuation trades. So we almost created our first 15 minutes, so if we're lucky we could go off of this one. If we want to continue lower, I want to see the next 2 minutes push that 15-minute candle back down. let's see if we get that low hit right now. So we had a nice 15 downwards candle, we had a 5 minutes coming up a bit, and now it looks like we're still continuing lower. So this is that impulse move that we had, so still looks like it wants to go to that low. But if the market stays ranging, keeps ranging in this area, I'm not touching it, so I'm just letting it go. The best option for today. So we can see we're still ranging here, so nothing happened. Same for this 5 minutes that we saw. So we came in, we actually started chopping around. Well, actually expected us to hit that high. We did not. We just came down, we took some internal liquidity right here, and now we're just doing the same over again. So you only trade that, or you may pick something else, depends on the day. I mean, now you're master login, you choose what you need every. Yeah, it's not easy to just say, I'm just reading order flow, that's all what I'm doing. So I'm reading what the market tells me at the moment of now, so I'm actually trading at the moment of now. So I want to see what the market reacts, how it acts, what it does, how it moves, and then follow that stream. And I still don't master everything. I know a lot in trading, but still learning. You can always learn, but at a certain point you have to stop learning and just doing and keep doing over and over again. So Orb is a good strategy, it works fine when we have continuations, of course, but if we don't have a continuation it's less easy to trade it, of course, too. Like today we are ranging, so I got a range strategy too, but I don't like it, so I don't use it. I just stay off those markets. We just be patient until the market moves again in a certain direction.
10 minuten. Voor je les.
Let's see if we now get that push all the way down to the liquidity pool. That would be actually the best thing to do, or to see happening right now. If we can hit that liquidity pool, we could see some movement back to the upside.
Wie heeft er zin in voor om te lopen, zeg? 'S morgens vroeg.
So we got news in about 7 minutes. So we can all see that this is actually not a market that you want to be participating or moving with, so just be patient until that market actually shows you what it wants to do. Yesterday work played out nicely in the afternoon session. A continuation too, by the way. If Emily took that trade that she saw happening, that would have been a beautiful trade. It was an 8 or 9 hour. I believe to that 25,000 level that would be even more. So news in 5, we probably take out our low right now, so now it looks like it wants to push further down.
And create a 15 minutes.
Yeah, we are creating a 15-minute value gap, but we still need another 3 minutes.
zo leer niet zet.
Wat? Wat doe je niet
Zo,
zitten?
ja.
De deur dicht bezig. So 1 more minute to that news. We'll probably get a 15-minute value gap right now. So here's the news now. Don't think it will do much.
Heb jij al gegeten?
Dat is toch niet meer heel die
Ik
fruit.
weet niet, ja. Dat is wel...
Wat is er al, Jana?
Maar het is oké.
Maar het is wel, Jana, er is wel iets.
Ik heb net al water wat ik wil zeggen, maar dat mag niet, dus...
Wat wil je?
Vanavond gaat ze naar Wien.
Wat wil je?
Het is niet eten vandaag.
Ja, en?
Maar ze gaat daar zijn en ze weet niet als het gaat aankunnen. En zegt ze, het is goed dat ik nu niet eet en dat ik dan vanavond wel eet.
Oh nee, dat is niet
Want dat is
bedoeling.
niet het plan, dus ja. Ik zeg gewoon, hè, gaat jij wel zien hoe sterk dat je bent? Ja.
Oh nee, het hoort toch? Had toch niet, hè? So we do have a 15-minute value gap right here. We got about 15-point stop. It's a very special, very strange place to take this, but that's the plan. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take a short. If that hits that value gap, I'll see we got about 17-point stop. So that's about 2, 3, 4 contracts. the market structure doesn't actually show that it wants to go up or down at this point, so I'm just gonna take that hit and see if it happens. What happens? So I'm gonna enter. If we hit this fair value gap of that 15 minute, I want to short this definitely to that low and see if the market actually happens, how it acts. Not a favorite of this one, especially now because we're ranging. That would be a 1.3, but we can take this a lot lower. So we've been going 14 hours on just ranging markets. No news, especially today, that could move the market anywhere directly. So not the best market conditions. So I'm taking a short right here. Not the favorite full position, but again, plan says that I have to do it. So again, I'm in shorts, taking this to that daily gap right below us and see if we can hit even lower. We will see in about 5 minutes from now if this market actually wants to fall further down or it actually wants to just push up the all-time high right here. So if we watch that hourly, we can see we have been, oh, that's the 4 hourly. that hourly that we actually have been going sideways for a very, very long time. So in this range structure, the market still pushes up, but I was expecting us to take at least that liquidity. About 2 minutes, I do want to see us come back down. First target is the liquidity down below. So that would be this one, of course. All this liquidity right here, the trend line liquidity, and then afterwards, or buy side, sell side liquidity. Poof, it's morning. Jesus. So sell side liquidity right here, and then see if we what happens when we hit that level. So I'll stay on for another 10 minutes max, then I'll just let this trade do its thing, and I have to go then prepare myself for about a half hour. So 5 more minutes in this 15-minute candle. Let's see if this one pushes further down right now. Should happen in about the next 2 to 3 minutes. So reason why I did want to take this is because we had that impulse structure, and here we had that huge candle pushing down. We now created that 15 minutes. So if we want to continue further down, this is the area where we should happen. If it doesn't, we will see it very simply. But now, just let the market do its thing. Again, not much will we do. We just in a trade, let the trade play out, see what it brings. The reason why I put my stop at those highs is actually if the market wants to continue lower, it will leave those highs. So if it goes up, it will take out all-time high anyway, so it's not much use to put it at all-time high or stop. Just there's it. But again, this movement that I'm trading is actually that continuation play, and if the market doesn't want to continue a direction, it's no use for trading this movement. So now in the next 5 minutes I do want to see us push back under this 5 minute right here, completely back to that low. If we do fall right here, and we fall under that low right here, under that 24,984, I'm putting my stop at entry. And I'm taking off 2 contracts. I do want to see that movement go in about a minute. If it doesn't, I'm actually reducing half of my risk right here. So if the market doesn't fall down in about a minute, I'm reducing half of my contracts immediately. So only risk a half hour instead of a full hour, then the market does rather need to move quickly down right now. The reason why I want to reduce right now is because we are actually at a ranging market. Ranging markets are not, the sideways markets are actually not continuations. So I need to make sure that we keep our capital while we're trading a sideways market. We need to be a bit more secure. And this is why I then dare to take off contracts faster. So when this 15 minute closes and it doesn't fall back at least to that candle's low right here, I'm taking half off. It doesn't look like it wants to do it, so I'm gonna take probably half off right here. 9 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna take half off right here. So this reduces my full trade to a half trade. The reason why is the market didn't actually show us that at 15 minutes wanted to go back down. So it stayed up here. So if this fair value gap is valid and we should hold, this should actually push that market rather fast back off of it. So we should get a rejection of this fair value gap. We did not, we just pushed up to it and stayed here. So the market doesn't tend to do this when we actually get that continuation movement. So this is why I reduced half right here. Again, I'm only in a half position anymore. Profit taking still the same. I just could taking. That was just under my entry actually. I entered. My entry is somewhere around here. My entry is 25,003. That's my entry actually. So you all understand why I took some off. The reason is just because this impulse structure still looks like it wants to go higher. And we didn't take out all-time high, we didn't take out session high, so as we've been raising, so multiple confirmations for myself that it shows me that we could still go up. So this is why I reduced half risk. So while I'm in this, I'm gonna take a copy, immediately go to my journal this of course. Spent too much anyways now. Market is ranging for 14 hours right now. Took a short. To the downsides. Took off. Because markets did not react to the FEG slash it did not give rejection that we wanted to see. So we're today the 23rd. We entered this trade at 9:30 or something around 9:30. Perfect. I can see we're still holding this. This is why I didn't want to enter much more. I would not recommend anybody that's not in a trade right now to take a trade until we take out one of the ranges. So, or we want to see out all-time high and have that strong pushback down, or want to see that low taken out. So, I would rather stay off the markets right now until you see one of those ranges continue. If you don't understand why, ask again, because it's very important that you understand this ranging structure. So it's important that you see that this is a chopped market, and chopped markets we do not trade. That's one of my lessons already. So this is a full chop market. Look at the hourly. It didn't do this didn't do anything. Nor up, nor down, nothing. I'll take myself one more drink and I'll be off then for the rest. I'll let you guys have a nice trading session. I need to be on coming back on in about 10 minutes. So wish you all a very good trading session in London still. Like I said, I would stay off the charts right now until we see one of those ranges get hit. We probably get all-time high first. This market doesn't look like it wants to push much lower just because of this sideways moving slowly back up. We've been doing this now 1, 2 times, so if it wants to take out that liquidity, this is what it needs. So see you back in about 10 minutes for everybody that's in the Discord, and all the rest, see you back in the afternoon session. Have a great one.